evening, guys. How are you? I hope you guys are doing very well, and welcome on this new video from Extreme Trader. This is Salah speaking. First of all, I want to say Happy New Year and Merry Christmas to all our brothers on this big family we have on YouTube and Facebook and everywhere, even on Instagram and on Telegram. I would like to say for you guys, Merry Christmas for you, for my Christian brothers, and Happy New Year for everyone who is following us. Hopefully, on the next year, we will achieve our targets, and hopefully, everyone here will improve in trading. And please, guys, don't stop your trading journey. It's just the beginning. I still have so much I didn't show yet. I'm just waiting for the right moment to share with you whatever I learned in my 6 years experience in Forex. The second thing I wanted to share with you is the alert from one of our respectful members about one scammer on Instagram. He's pretending to be me and he is copying my name on Instagram. This is my name on Instagram. You can follow me. I will appreciate the following, and I will be posting here some pictures of the trades I took either on binary options or on Forex, and I will be posting regularly some photos that can explain the strategies very well, especially when it comes to trend lines and hit and run. Just to clear things, this is the scammer and this is me. The scammer is using double underscore. I am, of course, using only one. So he's copying me. He's pretending to be Salah Isam. So please, guys, be careful. Don't follow him because he's offering the people to manage their account. That is a screenshot. One of the followers took a screenshot from the conversation with this scammer, and he said, I can help you to manage and trade on your account and ensure you win trades at all times. Please, guys, keep in mind, Salah or Extreme Trader will never ever say that. I never claim or pretend to be winning the trades 100% of the times. There is no way. Whoever say like that, you should know he's a scammer. Even if it was me myself saying that to you, please don't follow me. You should know that Salah now is a scammer because he's telling us that he will win all the trades all times. So please, guys, whoever say that, pay attention. Don't follow them and be careful if you want to follow, because that guy, sadly, he have 209 followers. That was in the morning, but right now they increased. I'm shocked because now they are increased to 225 followers. I mean, I don't understand. I'm trying to warn people. I made a post on my Facebook warning everyone from this scammer. Please pay attention. Don't think this is me, and just follow the real extreme trader. Now back to the subject. Stop loss. Everyone is talking about stop loss. Whenever I make a video of live trading, a lot of people criticizing me for not using the stop loss. Some of them saying there is no way a trader can be a day trader without using the stop loss. And people keep telling me, how do you set a stop loss? Where do you set the stop loss? Why you are not using stop loss? Now here's the thing. Each trader have a style. For myself, my style is I check the market to know where to expect the reversal. Let me just be clear here about something. For me, I'm a scalper, okay? I never claim to be winning 100% of the days. This will be the biggest lie. Some days I actually lose. And that's why you see me always, by the way, this is my demo account. That's why you always see me when I'm trading with my live account. It's always a small amount, like let's say $200 or $300. And in some videos, I was investing $1,000. Okay? That is the biggest amount I can invest. I cannot invest more, or I don't want to invest more actually. The reason is I'm a human and I can easily fall for my emotions and I can lose all that money easily. That's why my belief is, since I am a good trader and I know how to trade very well, especially when it comes to the scalping, if I want to deposit $200, I just freeze and I think, depositing $200, why not depositing $150 and this amount I will increase it to be $200. So that's my mentality. That's how I think about trading. I think that I should invest small amount, increase it, and then withdraw. Every few days I do like that. I have $100 in my pocket. I invest it. I make it like 150, 170, or 200. Then I withdraw my profit and keep the investment. Anyway, the amount will be small. My loss will be small. Some days, I'm not lying to you, some days I invest like 150 and I lose it all because of my greediness. You see me, guys, I don't have that patient enough to trade with the smaller amounts, smaller lots like 0.02 or 0.03. I don't have the patience, to be honest. That's why I just want to rush. And when I invest, I use big lot, let's say for example 0.30 on a very small account of $190, for example. And I want to make it, for example, 250, then I will withdraw the profit, and so on and so on. So every trader have their own style. Some traders, they keep trading for the whole week, then they withdraw their profit every Thursday or every Friday, right before the market shut down. Some of them, they will withdraw their profit on monthly basis. Some of them will invest like $50,000 and they will just keep trading that amount like 2 or 3 trades per week. Then at the end of the month, they will withdraw. Every trader have his own style. You cannot make this thing global, okay? So that is my style as I explained to you. So please don't force me to change my style because I will never do that. Now, for the stop loss, I don't use a stop loss because simply I know where the reversal is going to happen and I know how to handle the loss. If it happened, it happened. My loss will not be that big. Why? Because I can recover from the next trades. For example, I made one trade, I earned 10 pips. Okay. Second trade, I made 7 pips. Okay. Third trade, I lost 25 pips. Now I'm down in loss now because I earned only 17 pips and I lost 25. Then on the next trade, I will win 10 pips again. On the fifth trade, I will win another 10 pips. And on the sixth trade, I will win 15 pips. And so on. That's how I do it, guys. I mean, whenever you lose, there is always the possibility for recover. That what I believe, my strategy have a very high winning ratio. If you apply it very well, your winning ratio will be very high at, okay, not 90%, let's say 85%. It's a good ratio and it can recover the loss because it will bring you at least about, I would say about 3 wins out of 10 trades or so on, like that, in this range, okay? So when I don't use a stop loss, there is a reason. Let me ask a question. How many times it happened to you? I'm sure it happened to you, by the way. When you enter a trade, for example, you mark this as your resistance number 1, and here, let's say, okay, this was resistance number 2. Then you're planning to enter resistance number 3 for some reason. You apply or you use actually the sell option on attempt number 3, and you put the stop loss right here. How many times it happened to us, guys, when the candle will hit our stop loss and we will lose the trade, then after that the candle will go down. By the way, it happened to me personally when I was doing the copy trade service. When I was copying and actually managing few accounts, about 100 accounts, not managing account, but they were copying my trades. I felt the pressure and I made the biggest mistake of my life by setting a stop loss. Sorry. That was the biggest mistake I did because they noticed, all of them, the clients, they noticed that whenever, for example, here, I place, at this point here, I place sell and I set the stop loss right here. It happened so many times when the candle just barely kissed the stop loss, then reversed. And everyone was really upset and opening fire at me. Even myself, I was really upset and angry at myself because I'm going against my rules. But the pressure took me and I couldn't handle to make any trades without the stop loss because I'm trading for others. I'm not trading for my own account. That's why I decided to stop doing that. No more trading for others, no more copy service, and definitely no more stop loss. So stop loss, guys, can be really bad. It can actually ruin your account. It can wipe your account. Guys, allow me to share with you two facts that I believe about Forex. I believe the two biggest lies, or the biggest two lies in Forex, is you can't trade without stop loss. That is actually one of the biggest lies. That's why a lot of people use losing in Forex because they want to use a stop loss. They don't know how to read the market. They don't know how to know if their trade indeed not going to reverse back. They don't know how to handle the market. They don't know how to read the candles. That's why they are losing because they are using the stop loss. And I'm sure 90% of the traders have been in this situation when they place, for example, buy option, then the candle will come down, hit the stop loss, then reverse. And of course, that trader will be raging, he will be angry, he will be furious, he will be just like angry because he will be pissed off because just the trade or the candle barely kissed the stop loss and reverse. I mean, why? If I just put the stop loss just one pip away, I could still win the trade. That's why, guys, please don't use the stop loss. It will just wipe your account faster than you thought. Now, I want to change this fact here. You can't trade without stop loss. Let's make it like that. Actually, you can't trade without stop loss. That's how I'm doing it, and I will show you now in this video how to know if the trade will be in loss or not. The second lie, I will not talk about it now. This will be a whole video. A whole bunch of people now will disagree about this fact. But please, trend is a friend? Yes, trend is a friend. Okay, trend is a friend. I am here on the 4-hour chart. So, trend is a friend. Okay, so this trend is going up. Let me buy. At this point, let me buy. But what happened? You will see your trade going in loss. Remember, I'm on a 4-hour time frame, so this is like 15 pips loss. Okay, so the trend is friend. Okay, so now it's going down. Let me sell. Of course, you cannot sell here. Sorry, what am I saying? Sorry, English problem here. Now you say, okay, I will wait for it to go more up. It's going more up, and it's going up. Okay, good. Let me buy here. Now the trend is a friend, and I see the trend is going up, flying up. So I will just place buy, and you will notice that the candle go up here, but boom, it's falling down. So you will be in loss of almost 20 pips. For sure, you will be angry, and you will quit the trade with a loss, and you will not continue. Then you decide that, okay, I want to hold on more. I can see these breakouts. Okay, the trend is a friend, right? So I will place buy option here. Then the candle will go a little bit up, then boom, it will fall more down. At this point, you will be raging. You will be angry. So you will start to think that the trend now has hit this strong resistance level, and now it's changing to be a downtrend. And the trend is a friend. So you assume that, okay, so now this long candle indicating that the market will go down. I will wait for it here. Once it come here, hit this resistance, I will sell because the trend is a friend, right? So you think now it's a downtrend, but boom, the candle will fly up, wiping your account if you don't have stop loss. Of course, even if you have a stop loss, it will be wipe account. Don't worry, I'm not I'm not making conflict of what I'm saying. Okay, either way, your account will be wiped, even you have a stop loss here or you don't. The moral of the story, I don't believe trend is a friend. Please let me change this statement to the right way. How about that? Reversal, support and resistance is a friend. Not trend is a friend. If you know where the market is reversing, if you know where is the reversal going to happen, if you know how to read the support and the resistance very well, that is your real friend. Not trend is a friend. The support and the resistance plus the knowing where the market is going to reverse, that is your real friend. And I don't want to go on this subject deeper. I know a lot of people will disagree, and we can leave that for another time. Now let's go to the main subject. How can we trade without stop loss? Okay, first of all, allow me to say something here. This indicator I have here, this indicator is telling me the remaining time of the candle's life. It is helping me a lot, and it is actually playing a very important key in my trades. Now the thing here, let me tell you something. I don't know how to say it, to be honest. The last few minutes of the candle time, you should never enter a trade. Why? Because, for example, this is the 4-hour time frame. Okay? Look at that, guys. Now, this is the 4-hour candle. And now the candle is 46 minutes away from closing. This candle have been through so much up and downs in its lifetime. The candle, let's check what happened to this candle. Let me just mark it here to know it. So let's now go to smaller time frame. So this candle has actually went up here at this resistance and then bounced back, went up all the way to this resistance level and then bounced back, and again. Now it's kind of consolidation mode. Now it's ranging. Now we don't know what will gonna happen to this candle. So going back to the 4-hour time frame, we can tell this candle actually started to go down, then went up, trying to break out from this resistance level, and then it failed. Now the thing here, the last few minutes, this candle, the candle shape will be decided. Meaning, what I'm trying to tell you here, you cannot decide a loss unless you see the candle actually closing. Without the candle closing, you cannot decide that this will be a loss. Let me just try to, this is a good example we have here, by the way. Let me show you. Now remember, this is the 4-hour time frame. So let's see how the market was moving during this time. The market, actually, if I mark this level here, go back to the 4-hour chart. If I want to mark the strong resistance level, it is like this. So this is the resistance. Let me just put another shape on it. Okay. So here is the resistance level. Okay, let's move it because it will be confusing. Okay, guys, please pay attention to what I'm saying. It's very important. You have to understand it very well. Again, I'm saying this is the 4-hour candle, and if we check the movement on 15-minute time frame, for example, the movement of this candle, it hit this strong resistance level. Let me just mark it well again, like that. Yes, I am, by the way, looking at this long wick here, and even here and here. Okay, so going back to the 50-minute time frame, this is where the candle reversed. Okay, so the candle was not actually able to break this resistance. Instead it reversed and go up again. Now what does that say? This is saying that this candle actually has no intent in breaking out this level, because it was all up to this candle here, these two candles. These two candles indicated that the market is going to reverse. Now if you open your trade on the 4-hour time frame, if you open it on the 4-hour time frame, you will see here a full bar. At that time when the candle reached this level, of course it was a full bar. You have to switch back to the smaller time frames, and you have to see this candle here when it's breaking the level. If it's gonna close on, let's say for example, on 50-minute time frame or 5-minute time frame, if the candle will close as a full bar like that, breaking the resistance At that time you can say, okay, this candle now is no way coming back down, or you can close it with a loss, because usually what is going to happen is something similar to the scenario we have here, like that. Once you see the candle actually breaking, or let's make it here. Once you see the long bar or the long candle breaking the level, that means that this level has been broken out, and now this resistance will become now the new support. So you have a hope now if the candle break out from the level. Now what is the people mistake? The people mistake, let me tell you. For example, uh, they will place sell here. They will place sell here. And the stop loss will be placed, for example, here. So they put stop loss of 8 pips. Okay? So this is his entry. This is sell. This is the stop loss. And let's say this is the target. Take profit. Now what happened? The candle is going against him. Now the market is still flying more up and reversing again and going more up. Now what's happening here? What's happening is this level of the resistance has been broken out. Now looking at the shape of this candle here, this one, the long bar, the long candle, you can tell that the market most likely is not going down. But don't rush to close your trade with a loss yet. There is still some hope if you can read the candles. Just wait a few minutes, read the candle more to know that this candle is actually about to reverse. Why? We have here this price action. Always the 2 weeks. Actually, I said that in other video. I'm not sure which video, which one of them. But when you see the candles, 2 candles next to each other, and the wicks or the tails, or sorry, the wicks at their top or their bottom actually, because this is the resistance. If the wicks at their top not exactly the same level, not exactly on the same level, just like this one here, there is a high possibility or a high probability for the candles to reverse and the market will go a little bit more down. So this is your chance to get out with the least damage possible. You can minimize your damage to the maximum, because now you will lose the trade for sure, but you can minimize your damage or the loss, because the market will go down here. So instead of losing so much pips, you will lose only small amount, barely 2 pips, instead of losing 7 pips or even more. If you know where the market is going to reverse, you have to read the candles. You cannot decide that the trade will be lost. You cannot rush that the trade will be lost, okay? So just know that the candles will go down here. You can close your trade with a loss and accept it. Maybe the candles will go more down. Okay, I'm not telling you it might not happen. It might happen. But you have to be careful and accept the loss, even if it was tiny small loss. Accept it. You cannot win all the trades. Here you can just lose like 2.5 pips only. How can I say that? You have 2 options. You have 2 options. 1 and 2. One is to lose 10 pips, and other option is to lose 3 pips. Which one you will pick? Personally, I will pick this option. So let me lose 3 pips. Even if the market will go down, as I said before, and instead of losing 3 pips, I would have won 10 pips. No problem. I am fine because I'm playing it safe. I'm not a greedy person. Even if I didn't win, that's totally fine. Okay? So, if we want to talk back to our main subject, the closure time of the candle, the closing time. The best time to open any trade is the opening time of the candle. Let me write this. Let me write that. I know this is very important. Best time to open a trade is the beginning. This is not how we write. Okay. Of the candle life, no matter what time frame you are on. Worst time to open a trade is at the how can you say it? How can I say that in English? Is when the candle is about to close. Again, I'm saying because the closing at the last few minutes of the candle life. And by the way, if you don't agree with that, you can go yourself and check what is the candle's behavior just few seconds before they close. It will be like a pressure. The candle will be, even if it was a full bar, in the last few seconds, you will notice that the candle is suddenly becoming um, shorter and shorter, and just like there will be some big push from the sellers and the buyers. They will start to push to decide how this candle will close, and the closing will be really different from how the candle was looking like just a few seconds before the closing. That's why it's really important. Just give some time, wait to see the candle how it closes. Now, for example, you enter a trade on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, let's say for example this current candle we are on now. Let's say for example you place buy. This is the demo account, so I will be safe. So let's say for example here now I place the buy option. Okay, now maybe it's not a good idea to place buy here. So how can I be sure? Now I am on the 1 hour time frame. I have to switch to the smaller time frame to see how this candle acting behind the scenes. Go to the 5-minute time frame and see what's going on. If you see this candle, look at that. This we have here like 7 candles showing a very strong bearish momentum. The market is strongly going down, and on the 5-minute time frame, this is not a good spot for reversal. That's why you can see that the market will go down. Okay. Now, for example, what some people will do, they will set the stop loss here. And that is the biggest mistake they can do, because this is a reversal level. This is a level where the market is expected to reverse. So now there is a big question coming. So how can I decide that the trade was not going up anymore? I will tell you something. Just apply the same rules of hit and run if you want to be safe. What is it? Now, for example, you entered here with buy option. Okay? Now, if you want to decide if this trade is going in loss, just mark this level here, like this. Why this level? Because this is the nearest support, and this is the current level. If the market will come down near to this level here, this is the nearest support, right? You have to see how the market or how the candle will look like when it reaches this level. If the market will reach this level, let's say the candle will be like looking like that. Okay? Don't decide to close the trade yet. You have to pay attention to the time. Okay? Now the candle now is full bar here, but is it at the closing time or the opening time? Again, I'm telling you have to do that on the current time you are on. Now, I am on the 5-minute time frame. I will just stick to the 5-minute time frame and wait to see if the candle will be a full bar. Okay, maybe the candle is just going down to create the wick or the tail, and it's gonna reverse back. You cannot be sure. The candle now is looking like that, a full bar. But maybe the closer or the closing of the candle will be like that, a pin bar. How you can know that? You cannot know. Of course you cannot know. You have to wait for the candle to close so you will know, aha, so the candle is not a full bar, it's actually a pin bar. So you will know that the candle now is going to reverse and my trade will be safe because I placed the buy option here and I placed the buy option here, and this candle has actually went down and closed as a pin bar, meaning the market is expected now to reverse and I will be in profit. So there is another rule now here. I told you if the candle will come down here as a full bar. Okay, so this is a full red bar. Now looking at the time here, what if the candle reached this full bar at the last minute of the candle lifetime? Now here's the trick. If the candle will reach this level as a full bar in the last few minutes or seconds of the candle lifetime, at that time you should know that 90 or 75% your trade will be loss, because as I told you, the final minutes will decide the candle shape. So this candle has no time to close as a pin bar. it will close as a full bar. If it does close as a full bar, that means that this candle most likely is not going up until some time, and I don't want to lose more money. I cannot tell what will gonna happen. This is example here, by the way. We can see here actually this like this. We can see how here at this support level, this candle has closed as a full bar. Let's do something interesting together. Um, Let me just mark this candle and see how it was, what was this candle doing during its lifetime. I'm expecting that this candle was going straight down all the way, especially in the last few candles. It was strongly going down and strongly going down. That is what I'm expecting. Let's go to the 1 minute and see it. Look at that. This is the candle, the one we just marked, and you can see how it just kept going down, more down and down and down and down. Never stopped. It never stopped going down. And the last 2 minutes, look at that. The last 2 minutes, this candle, especially the last minute, look at the last minute, the candle looked like that. Meaning the candle will continue going more down because this is no way a reversal price action. It doesn't tell you at all that the market will go up. That's why here you should close with the loss, because you can read the market. You should know how the candle is behaving, and look at that. Indeed, the market just kept going more and more and more down, and just keeping you lose more money, and that we don't want it to happen. So guys, I think now the video is way too long, and I think I did my best explaining to you about the stop loss. I think perhaps it's still not clear enough. And of course, guys, I need to tell you something. I cannot bring for you an ABC rule for stop loss. Stop loss is upon the market condition. It depends on the news. It depends on the currency strength. It depends on the trend direction. I cannot tell you that ABC, here you have to stop loss, here you cannot stop loss, here you have to make sure the market will reverse. I cannot tell you like that. I cannot tell you that the market will reverse here for sure. If the market going up against you, wait this candle, then the market for sure will come down. No, I'm just telling you how to be able to read the market, to expect the best, and to reduce your loss to the maximum. So if this video was not clear, please let me know. I will make another one more clear if you want, but I hope I made the point here. So guys, until then, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.